Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Well, thanks you guys for coming in another week and hanging out with me and cooking with me. Today we're going to be making my green bean casserole. The side dishes I chose to do this week and last week were side dishes that you could eat not just around the holidays, but they are good holiday ones to have. So, my green bean casserole is an easy one. I got to show you something. My mama gave this to me. And I love my recipe here. This is such a cool recipe. I love it. And so I use this for my green bean casserole. The only thing I add is fresh garlic. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting my my green beans trimmed. Funny story is, guys, I didn't realize, because I never made the green bean casserole. My dad always used to make it. So funny. My mom would make everything else, and my dad would make the green bean casserole because that was like his favorite. So super, super hilarious. He started to get older, and he's like, "Okay, you could do it now." And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, "You're a better cook than us, anyways." And I says, "Okay, fine, I'll do it." Well, nobody told me, because always when I saw my dad doing the green bean casserole, he was taking cans out. Well, everybody wanted fresh green beans. Well, nobody told me to chop the tips off of the green beans. So what I'm doing here is just chopping the tips off and cutting my green bean in half. I did most of the work because I didn't want to keep you on camera for that. But boy, that was a very important thing to know. Another thing is, too, we're going to steam. I'm not going to use this one. That's an ugly one. So we'll use this nice one. We're going to steam my green beans, and I'll write down the exact times that it takes when we go to steam them, and then we'll transfer and make our sauce. So, okay, green beans are all cut up, but I just wanted to show you for a minute how I was doing that, because like I said, I did not know you had to do that. Okay, I am going to turn my stove on, and I'm going to start that water. Oops, I'm going to go straight 460, keep it up high. And then what I'm going to do before I put them in my steamer is I'm going to give another quick wash. So I did wash these when they came from the store and when I was handling them. Now I'm going to do it one more time. So that's 4 cups, you guys. So we're going to give a wash real fast. Okay, so we just did that. And then all I'm going to do is put them in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get them cooking. I was like, okay, where's my top? My top is right here. Just going to move. And then you know what I'm going to do too, guys? I didn't want to do it before because my water wasn't up to par. So you know what I do is I take a nice... I always forget to sometimes, you should put water in your for your beans and stuff. So I just wanted to show you guys that's what we do when we go to steam. And I just put, you're supposed to just do however much you want. I did like a half a teaspoon is what I did. You can put more or less. And then what I'm going to do is put this right on. And it's gonna come up. Okay, so one thing I just want to explain is we'll do this, I'll time that. Okay, so for my casserole, what I'm gonna do is my green bean casserole, I'm gonna go ahead and put my soup in, and it's 1 can of cream of mushroom. Just get this cleaned out. If you want, you could drop your milk right into here. Smush it around for a minute. Or swish it around, not smush it around, I guess. And then just put it in here like this. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take soy. It's 1 teaspoon. I'll put all the ingredients in the description box. I'm one of those, I need help when it comes to making a recipe. Sometimes, especially if I've never done it before. Okay. So I'm just going to get this mixed in there just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pepper. You put as much as you think your family would like. Like if you're a big pepper fan, you put a lot. If you're not, don't put a lot. So I'm going to go like this. I'm just going to bring my pot up to the camera so that you guys can see in. And I'm just going to give that a mix. And then what I'm going to do is I have 3 cloves of garlic. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this in here. And you want your garlic to come out very thin. You do not want chunks of garlic in there. No way, no how. You know me. I don't like that. It has to be nice and done like this so that when it's cooking, it's cooking. I don't want to put just powder in there though. But if you like powder, put powder. It makes no difference. We like garlic in our family. So we like that fresh little taste it gives us. You know? And what I'm going to do is take my knife and I'm just going to go like that. And we're going to give it a mix. And that'll be really nice because we're going to put our green bean casserole in the oven. So this is all going to cook in. And it's going to be delicious. It's not a lot either. And if you want, just make it 2 cloves of garlic until you feel comfortable. That's one thing I love about the internet with YouTube. I can look and I always try less and then go more. Okay, so guess what? Besides the beautiful onion, everything is ready. All we're waiting on is our beans. So once my pot comes up to the point it needs to be and it starts steaming, that'll probably be about 8 minutes, but I'll go in and double check it. I'll keep the time and we'll come back and I'll show you how they're doing. Welcome back. Okay, my green beans are done. I'm going to take them off now. Okay, I steamed them. I think everybody should steam them between 14 and 18 minutes. I did mine for 18. That's how my husband likes his. And he is my biggest green bean fan, him and my son. So I'm just going to let these sit here for a second. And just make sure that there's no extra liquid. Because I don't want it to take away from my sauce, dilute my nice casserole soup mix and everything. Okay, so I'm thinking let's take a looky-loo here. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to go ahead and just get them all dumped in. It's so funny, you know, you would think green beans are such an easy thing. Boy, way easier to use the can, but you don't get the fresh element. And it's people's preference, you know, I always say. I always grew up where my parents did the can. I don't remember them doing a fresh bean. And so it wasn't as easy the first time I did it. That's why I kind of take the time to explain it. But boy, my husband and my son sure do love this casserole. And like I said, this casserole is not one that you just have to have for the holidays. I make this when we have like, sometimes we'll have prime rib, you know, or sometimes when we're making just, you know, ribeyes or something, they'll decide they want that. Okay, everything's incorporated. I'm going to take a lot of my crispy onions here, and I'm going to mix them in. And you can always add more because I do like the crispy onion in here. And it's so funny, I'm the one that has an onion issue. But these are done so well, I don't have to worry about it. The crunch is good. Everything is fantastic. Okay, so what I have had the oven on 375, heating. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cook at 375 until we are hot and bubbly. So I can smell the garlic, I can smell everything. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead, get this in the oven, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you about a couple things. Okay, so we're at 375. I'm thinking about 15, 20 minutes just until it's hot and bubbly. your green beans are pretty much done. So that's a good thing. I got my extra onions and I have the rest of my container. If I decide I want to add a few more, we're good to go. Two things. Here in Nevada, we have Winco. I don't know what stores everybody has, but here we have Winco, and we shop there. We shop at a multitude of stores because we like to shop. That's mine and Wayne's thing. But I wanted to let you guys know I got my $30 turkey 16-pounder for free. Not technically 100% free, but if you go to Winco and you spend $125, which I got this for free because I always spend more than $125. So you can pick the turkey you want. It doesn't matter. They have them bigger, smaller. I got it for free because I spent the $125, and it was two other brands. I think it was Jenny O and it was Honeysuckle. I've always had really good luck with Honeysuckle. And there was another one, I don't remember that brand, but you would see them. So that's something to remember, folks, especially if you live here in Nevada, because I know we have Wincos. California's too, we have Wincos. Make sure you check the signs. You get a free turkey. So I encourage everybody to get that turkey because, like I said, we spend way more than $125, a week because prices are up. Another thing I wanted to shout and show you is Guerrero has the new Sonora tortilla. I made chimichangas last night, pork chimichangas, and they were absolutely excellent. I make Sonoran tortillas. I like the thin, and I like when you could take a tortilla and you could fold the tortilla in half like that, and it does not break. That's one thing about the Guerrero or the Sonoran style tortillas. Absolutely excellent. I know a few of my people that I watch and they watch me. They love wraps. I love wraps. I tried them. They're absolutely excellent. Another thing too is I wanted to say thank you to several people. Let's Celebrate TV. And then also I wanted to say thank you to Pre-Retirement and Cindy's Lifestyle and Wilma RJ Spicy Kitchen 405, baby. I love it. That one cracks me. I love it. I love the energy Wilma has. Connections of Lives and Interest. Want to say thank you very much. Appreciate you very much. And then Retired School Cook and Neslover and everybody else. I will get everybody and write everybody's name down, but I'm sure you don't want to hear me keep talking. I want to thank each and every person, though. I appreciate you all. I need help growing my channel, so thank you guys. So we're going to go ahead and let the green bean casserole cook. I just wanted to say a few things and show you guys a few things today, and we'll be back. Okay, welcome back. Look at it. It looks delicious. It is done. It is gorgeous. That's the way it's supposed to look. Yum. Now we're going to go ahead and put onion on it, but I want you to see all the beautiful green. It only took about 25 minutes because remember, our green beans are steamed because ours are fresh. I told you my little horror story about coming from a can and not cooking mine before. So if you use a can, remember you don't have to steam your green beans. If you use a can cut green beans, you can just throw them in with your sauce, pop them in the oven, because all you'll be doing is basically heating your green bean casserole. But if your green beans are fresh, make sure you steam them or boil them. If you guys like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe, I'd be most grateful. I would like everybody to have a beautiful Thanksgiving. Enjoy, take good care of yourselves, and I want to thank all the new subscribers and everybody else who subscribes and supports me weekly. Thanks.